in my hand. And then I was given this after I met the anthroposophists. I received a chalice for the flames. And then I realized that her chalice is my grail. I've been somehow, we manifested the living out the great story in 3D here in Avalon. And there's like people who know about these things. One of them is David Hatfield. He wrote Glastonbury Grey Light of the World. He's been keeping diary of everything I did for 15 years now. And he concurred that this represents the grail in that story. Then during my research with the anthroposophists, they said like one of the past lives of Rudolf Steiner was Parzival. And then I looked up Parzival, like as in the Parzival of Steiner that he connected with through Wagner. And Steiner knew that he was once upon a time the character that inspired all the kind of Grail myth. And representing Parzival, and then I looked up Parzival, and Parzival
Is it Parzival won the knights at the round table?
yeah, and he was the complete fool who did not know what he was doing until he found the Grail, and then he found out who he truly is. And after I found this Grail, I found out that like Rudolf Steiner is one of my past lives, and I sat down for 3 days with somebody who read all his scriptures and with the past lives that I discovered on my journey according to how Steiner discovered his past lives, the spiritual insights that I gained according to all the books that Steiner ever wrote about gaining spiritual insights, and without me having ever read those books. I only knew about their existence. I would always say, wow, we did it by the books, remember?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I realized we did it by the books that Steiner wrote.
And don't forget Switzerland and Geneva,
this
and
like
the grave. And
I did everything that needs to be done. And if you are like with a group who focus on the divine feminine, we should have a proper talk and exchange like doing an interview or something about AnthropoSophia. She represents the relationship of humanity to the divine feminine wisdom. This is what she is all about. And on my quest I realized like in Glastonbury they took the divine feminine out of the Holy Trinity. They tried to erase everything to do with the divine feminine so that they could use the power of the church to send people to war.
Yeah.
Joseph of Arimathea, black magic. What they did to Richard Whiting is black magic of the highest scale by the crown. And then if you imagine that all the colonization, slave trade, everything, the magic of the crown is related to this ritual, what they did with Richard Whiting. From that moment, the sovereignty that Glastonbury was granted for, because Joseph of Arimathea built a church dedicated to the Holy Mother. In Joseph of Arimathea's heart, the Holy Trinity was the Holy Mother, the Holy Father, and the Holy Son. And the church took the Holy Mother, the imperials, like first the Romans, and then when the English crown took over the church with the dissolution of the Abbey and the black magic up there, they used like the false Trinity. It's not the Holy Spirit, it's the Holy Mother and the Holy Father and the Holy Son. And then only recently, when she revealed herself to me as AnthropoSophia, I found out that the clerics considered Sophia to be the Holy Spirit in the Holy Trinity. And the whole circle. So all of this happening here right now, today. Her chalice, my grail, at Chalice, well, the divine feminine, AnthropoSophia, the whole story. Like I lived a story, like a biblical story, like they live in the Bible. The Bible is only full of stories with people dedicating their lives to the divine. And the time to tell the story of AnthropoSophia is literally now. I did everything. I discovered all. as much as she guided me to find my past lives, I was guided by her to find her past lives. The whole truth, like what's been happening here. And then so for 2 years I've been on a mission to reinstate the divine feminine in the Glastonbury landscape. I had her on the high altar in the Abbey for 7 hours with 14 flames lit. How I did that, this is during opening times. I sat there with the security and like marveling at it with 2 oil lamps. And in the crypt, once upon a time, there was the statue of the Holy Mother and 2 oil lamps with 7 flames. So it's all, there's so many details. And yeah, we are so blessed. And this is what she's all about and what we are doing here today. And then to see the divine timing. On D-Day, I had like mine and her coming out. I told all the spiritual groups in Glastonbury in a circle during a peace meditation that we have all been part of this anthroposophical like experiment where all of us live out their archetypes in this game. You know, every candle, every flame, every prayer created her story. This is so beautiful. We are so blessed. And I've got everything like written down, her miracles. Like there is miracles involved. There is synchronicities involved which are irrefutable. Nobody can listen to her story and not have his heart filled with the divine truth it represents. And it's not about me, it's about her, and it's about us. We are so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's an amazing story.
And to share this story here at the library.
Can't stop it.